Hello everyone, I am Gefepido, and I've got my robe and wizard hat on for part 2 of Manacasters. So, Anyway, as previously noted, I think the artillery upgrade here is going to be my next priority. Exhaust does look pretty rad now. But, Now let's see. Over here we got leapers, but otherwise not too bad. Could do that. Well, antlions, but everyone in this squad can at least potentially handle an antlion. The Smoldering Scion is a bit of a problem for Dualcaster, but not crippling. Still got acid, still pushes. I don't love the Plasmodia. I'm getting squicked out at the thought of having leader Plasmodia and normal Plasmodia on the map together, but what can you do? And here, well, not so bad. Vertex might actually be simpler for now, but I don't know. I might be better off getting both upgrades on Dualcaster before I start messing with Swarmers, but well, I always underestimate the mosquitoes, but you know what? Vertex looks fine. Why not? Oh, hey. At least I got my rep options. Wow, that's a lot of 2-rep missions. I don't think I've ever seen so many. Perversely, I guess I kind of have to go through this one if I want to get the mission with the core. Well, I guess gem processing it is for now. And oh, fuck my soul. That's not what I wanted out of life. Okay, let me think. Where can the leapers go? Alright, so I'm thinking that if a leaper is going to jump on Dualcaster from here, at least this way, it can push them off and, well, delete them as needed. I don't know what the play is with Earthmech, honestly. Well, actually, I could do like this, and then, let me think. Okay, if a leaper goes here, yeah, no problem. Just thinking it would be good to bait the mantis if I can do it, but let's see. If this leaper goes here, either of them should manage, as long as they're not both stuck in place, but if Dualcaster had to bounce a mantis off Frostmech, wouldn't be the end of the world. Earthmech, I think, can target adjacent things, right? Can it? I hope it can. I'll have to check, but hang on, can the mantis... I don't know, is there any safe place to put Earthmech? I'm stressing too much about something that may not be fixable. Alright, whatever. Yeah, if there's no safe place, there's no safe place. Alright, so that's more annoying than expected, but let me think here. So, okay. So, to confirm, it can target an adjacent thing. Now, I'm tempted to just do that with toss the frozen mantis up yonder. Then have dual caster do like this and, oh wait, on the other hand, I might be equally well served just doing like this. I don't know if I want 2 frozen Vec in the middle of the board, but I do know that yeah, I could, so the Bloodhouse... Alright, so what I'm thinking I could do is have Earthmech do this Leaper, Frostmech stabs both these clowns, and then Dualcaster can go over here somewhere and set the Bloodhouse site on fire, since it's no longer needed. Actually, I guess the Mantis may get the ice broken when it hits the Bloodhouse site. I don't know the exact order of operations here. Alright, every move undone. I'm not gonna try and avoid that mistake. Huh. For some reason I thought it would take the damage before being frozen. Or is it just... Maybe I'm remembering the wrong thing. Oh well. Wait, I could've... Okay, yeah, so that was dumb, actually. But, does the... Alright, that works. Didn't work out 100% how I thought, but it's good enough. Alright, so... Oh, hey! You know, I didn't really think about how I can just fling things into the water with that guy. Anyway, so... Yeah, I will most likely just do that, because why not? Oh wow, 5 move plus flying gets you pretty far, doesn't it? Anyway, I think... Now, do I want to just spawn black? I don't know that I need 2 spawn blacked, but on the other hand... Yeah, honestly, I don't mind letting 2 Vet come up. I do have 2 dudes who need some XP. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's convenient. Of course, Frostmech is exactly the one that I don't need to be giving XP to, so let me think here. What happens if I do... Okay, that actually works neatly, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, and he dies before he can do any of that, so that's cool. Or I could just have Earthmech kill him. But... Yeah, why not? No reason for Prospero to get a share of the XP. Invulnerable? Great, well, whatever. Could be worse. Oh, right, the antlion. Forgot there was still one. Oh well. Okay. So, well, the antlion doesn't really matter, I guess. Now, I could just toss this asshole away. Alright, but... Actually, is there... Let's see. That's only 2. On the third hand... What's the best way to do this? I guess EarthMech can do this one right now, but then I could just have FrostMech shove the Leaper off and then... No, wait, if I'm trying to get XP, then I think I'm best having EarthMech kill the Mosquito, because he can just do that. And then FrostMech softens this one up, and Dualcaster can kill it. Alright. Simple enough. I'm sure the Leapers will give me more trouble later. Alright. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I pretty much have... Yeah, the core is worth more than maximizing rep gain. Hopefully I can manage the spawn blocking, but... Oh, hey. Is this a good idea? I don't know what I don't know what the optimal... Maybe I should have EarthMech over this way. Just so... Actually, no, wait. I can't bait Mantises to here, because they won't jump into the water. But I guess it's... Alright, yeah. I guess if I'm... Could just get one here, maybe. But yeah, I was thinking it's better to have EarthMech over here so we can launch dudes into the water, if possible. Alright, so... Could do this. It seemed from before like enemies died from FrostMech stabbing them, even if they were going to get frozen, as long as they were... But it might just be because the order of when damage happens with EarthMech's attack is different. Anyway, moving along. Anyway, I should just double check how this works. Yeah, okay. With FrostMech, they definitely take the damage from the side tiles before getting frozen. EarthMech just, I'm guessing if I toss someone with EarthMech, though, that it'll, that they will end up, freezing before they hit the water, but... I guess I'll see how this works. He might... I'm guessing we'll end up with the water frozen instead before the Vec can drown, but I want to find out. Huh. The last time I put a Vec onto a water tile with a freezing effect, the Vec ended up on top of the ice. So, I mean, not exactly complaining, but you know. Oh, right, whatever. Gotta have something frozen, I guess. Why not? Oh, I don't think I even noticed there was a... Yeah, okay. I'm not being sufficiently attentive. Oh, wow, okay. They're really gonna be like that, huh? Okay, so... Need to continue spawn blocking one way or another. What spawns remain? Yeah, okay. I could just let one of these happen, of course. This guy's already cooked, so... Now, I don't actually care what happens to the Scion, so I could have Earthmech do this Leaper, Dualcaster pep this Leaper, Frostmech just go over here and ignore this Mosquito for now. I don't know, I don't like it. Actually, I could... Of course, I could also, like, make the Scion do it, but on the other hand, I really still want there to be a Frozen Vec, so... What do you think here? Yeah, and I don't want to be sitting in a smoke tile in case I get webbed, so, yeah. Technician. Alright, that'll do. Now let's see. Could just kill that guy, then have... No. I mean, this guy doesn't really matter, but... Yeah, I could just get these two to do this guy, so, Dualcaster needs the experience most, so I'll just, you know, have Frostmech do this guy. And... There we go. Good enough. I am certain the grid definitely wanted me to win. Oh boy, this one. Alright, well, okay. I'm sure Dualcaster Mech can die terribly. Wow, 2 antlions. Huh. Should I block it off just so that doesn't... We'll see how this shakes out, I guess. Alright, now how do I want to do this? could just, well, I don't actually want to take that particular hit, but, could just freeze that antlion there. Can't say I dislike the idea. Actually, I could freeze both antlions, but I do kind of like the notion of spawn blocking. On the third hand, fuck antlions, right? Could do... no. Hang on. How, if at all, can I... That amuses me, but it's not very useful. Oh, yeah, I could just have Earthmech freeze one of these clowns, but... Yeah, I could just do like this. I'm not sure what qualifies as optimal here. I guess freezing 2 antlions is a reasonable play in this case. Oh shit, is that a lit up mountain tile? I should probably see about getting that soon. Or maybe not like that. Fuck, okay, so yeah. Actually, if Earthmech does its death effect on the shiny mountain tile, is that going to cause problems? I don't know how it works. I don't want a ton of Vec to end up on the board, but I guess I could have Earthmech hit the mountain tile. Since I'm considering this a rules understanding thing, if the death effect annihilates the thing, I'm gonna consider that fair game for undoing. But alright, so don't know that I can afford to go there this turn. Yeah, I want to freeze some dudes first before anything goes horribly wrong. Okay. Kind of weird how the order happened there, but... And... just have to make sure I can grab it. Okay, that's no good. Now, I could do this one. Alright, can I manage something here? That's not really useful. What happens if I... No, not enough. Okay, there's truly only one problem that I need to solve. So I could have Dualcaster Mech over here, but it's gonna get out of hand soon enough. Of course, things getting out of hand in this case isn't the worst thing. Could just spawn block here and bump that guy, but then... yeah, could just freeze that guy there, shove that guy over. And... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Ah, really? I mean, looks like I'll be okay, but really? Okay, wait, I still need someone to die. So I could just have Earthmech eat at this one, or... Problem is I don't want anyone to die in a way that... makes them ineffective on their turn. Yeah, actually I could just, what happens if I freeze a frozen dude? Okay. I could have Earthmech go over here and do this guy, then have Frostmech get over here and smack Earthmech into that guy. Regrettably giving Frostmech XP, but what can you do? Then Dualcaster blasts the Scion. And then Phoenix Project, of course, revives Earthmech. Fuck out of here. Ah, there's the leaper. Wow, this guy really just wants to be a dick today, huh? Well, I managed. Oh hey, Mafan. You know, I don't think I've ever actually used Mafan. So, excuse me. So I suppose I could just put Mafan in this one. And then I've got the artillery. And then, of course, with the artillery, I'd have been stuck in that corner with the Scion, which it would be really embarrassing. But, you know. I feel like I'd get yelled at by everyone watching the videos if I got Mafan and didn't use them, so, you know. Let's see. There's the 1 damage, or there's exhaust, actually. Let me just make sure I see how this works. Yeah, that's having the multiple angles of pushing is really useful to have, despite the backwards push being unnerving. But hey, at least I've got the shield to protect me from the inevitable slamming myself backwards into things. Alright, I dislike having those mountains in the middle, although Earthmech is good at solving that stuff. Exosuits, can do that. Or there's the reactor. Of course, I have exactly 1 mech that can pop out 2 damage promptly, but if the reactor's not fireproof... Yeah, this is probably the easiest of these options. The antenna one being not too bad, but this should work. Or maybe not that easy, but, you know, whatever. Alright, the reactor's not immune to... Okay, there's nowhere that's safe from all the mantises, so let's not fuss too much about it. Yeah, okay. If the Mantis comes for Frostmech, he can probably just stab and hopefully get... Anyway, if a Mantis comes for dual cast... No, wait, dual caster can't shoot adjacent anymore, so that sucks, but, hang on, I could do like this, because then dual caster actually is safe, being the one that can't attack adjacent. And the others, I think, can protect themselves from a Mantis that comes to them. I don't really want to freeze a Mantis here, but it's not the end of the world. Perhaps foremost, I'm hoping I can stab this way and take the reactor down right away. But, you know, we'll see. I see the wizard hat fits perfectly in the Zoltan shield. Looks like Dualcaster Mech's about to earn its pay. So if I do like this... Oh, right, yeah. If I do... Yeah, okay, but... Okay, but we've established that Frostmech stabbing things breaks them before they freeze, so that should be okay, I guess. So I can have Dualcaster do this, but I'd rather have Earthmech get the other one first. Or... Yeah. Maybe? We'll see if this works the same as tossing it back, but, if the push version might actually kill it before freezing, much like Frostmech's spear does. Yeah, okay. I guess the throw, or, like I said, the throw order of operations is just different. Now that is just bizarre, but if it works, it works. Anyway, this is a little awkward, but can probably survive. Probably. Alright, so Frostmech can mostly do this guy. So I could have Earthmech, well, do this and then Frostmech finishes them off, I guess, while refreezing this guy. And then... Okay, presuming Earthmech here, then Dualcaster could do... Oh, wait, no, that'd be no good. Much as I'd enjoy putting... Okay, yeah. That is the downside of the effect. So I really want Earthmech dealing with this guy. Now, actually, if I do this... And that guy's on fire, and, well, I guess that would free the Leaper, which I don't want, but... Alright, yeah, so step one, like this. Oh, I would prefer not to unfreeze the Mantis, but... I suppose I could just set a spawn on fire and count it acceptable, but... Yeah, I mean, I guess attacking here would unfreeze the Leaper, which is worse. So... And there's no good angle otherwise. May as well accept that... Okay, so if I throw it at empty ground, it ends up acid and not fire. That's... Well, I'm personally very fond of fire, but you know. I can accept acid. I could just do without the leapers. Oh, right, the antlion. That's a problem. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. Oh, the reactor mission's the easiest one. Yeah, why didn't anyone warn me I was being an idiot? Alright, so if I do this... Now... That will not actually solve that problem very well. Now, Frostmech... can freeze one and blast the... kill the other, which is alright, but okay. Stop, focus. How many actual problems? More than I'd like. And Now, the antlion doesn't need to die, but the alternative is Earthmech getting trapped in a corner, which sucks. Okay, but the problems that need solving are this one, and this one. I think that's doable. Now... Oh, hey. So, yeah, I can... Alright, yeah, so Dualcaster can do like this, killing the Alpha Leaper and pushing the Mantis aside. Then Frostmech can... I think I want Frostmech dealing with this guy, maybe, because Earthmech cannot do this guy, but can do the Alpha Mosquito. But yeah, I think the Antlion's going to trap Earthmech, and I may just have to deal with that. I don't like that. Maybe I should have put Prospero on the Earthmech. But, due to setup, I don't see it. I mean, not unless I had, I don't know, actually, I guess if Earthmech killed this guy, then Frostmech could get over here, freeze this building, and kill this guy, but it still leaves the Antlion. Alright, well. Not a good time to be overthinking everything, so... Still gonna be more mantises than I care for, but... Hypothetically, if I did do something with the mosquito... Actually, I can't. I'm not... There's no angle to do it from. Alright, yeah. So, Earthmech is going to have a great time hiding in this corner. This is going to be troublesome, but might just get away with it, since they've been so accommodating. Alright. Oh, right, yeah, can't target adjacent, but... Oh, right, with nothing... The preview is showing the Antlion's attack... Okay, I saw the freeze icon on them, although I think it's supposed to be only mech attacks that trigger that. Alright, anyway. No point overthinking. So, right now, Earthmech can't reach things, so don't worry about it. Focus on what can. Now, with here, I can just do these two readily enough. Oh, whoops. I mean, well, that's fine, actually. Just one hit. But I wasn't thinking, and that's a bad habit. Alright, this guy. Gotta love the Dragonfly leader. No, you don't. Okay. Can I... No, wait, if I can... I don't know, I might be better off having Earthmech on this side. Well, the water positioning isn't ideal. I guess I don't really want Earthmech throwing things directly behind the corporate tower, though. And does Dragonfly Leader have a range limit? Because practically it might be... Actually, wait, better question. Can I bait Dragonfly Leader? T-shape? Maybe if I do like this. And honestly, even if the... if the Leaper goes for Earthmech, it can get either frozen or tossed or killed readily enough. Hopefully this works. That's not quite how I planned, but... What's my attack order? 3, 4. Okay. Can I get the mosquito over here to stab the dragon, to stab the Leaper? I don't know if I can. Optimally, I would like the... I need the Dragonfly to not be where it's aiming. So if I move it left or right, it'll hit here or here and not burn anything that matters. Convenient. If I can find a angle to do it from. But then But yeah, I don't think there's a... Yeah, if I stab this guy, he'll be frozen, so he won't be hitting the Leaper. Sorry, I keep saying Mantis. They do have some... Leapers do have a faint resemblance to a praying mantis, but even so, bad habit. I guess if I toss this guy, he might... I think last time I had Earthmech throw something, it ended up frozen instead of dead, so... Alright, yeah, I'll just try this with the Leaper. Yep, there we go. For some reason, yeah, Earthmech's thing just does different. Actually, I guess I could freeze the... In fact, I could freeze the building. That would... while attacking him, that makes the most sense, really. And from here... Now... well... That's more Vec next turn than I like, but Dragonfly Leader's on the clock. Oh wow. Frostmech is popular today. Almost a relief that someone wanted something else. Now if I do this, then yeah, sucks. Then then I'm feeling pretty good about the turn already. Just makes me wonder if I could do something else. Yeah, well, that's also decent, but winning the boss fight is, well, let's see, if I do this, then I could free up Earthmech to get some... Oh, then I could free up Earthmech to finish off the boss, couldn't I? There we are. Everything good there. No problems. Aside from Frostmech being perhaps out of position. Don't really want to... Well, whatever. It's dumb to screw around too much in hopes of feeding XP to the others. There's always plenty of XP to go around by the end of the game. Though maybe I would have been better off just blocking another spawn instead of trying to kill him. In retrospect, Finisher isn't super useful on that guy. Anyway, this guy is easy meat. I believe Earthmech can just toss this guy into the water, and Dualcaster can... Well, actually... Oh, hey, yeah. That works. Let's just pretend all those mistakes I made didn't happen, seeing as everything has worked out. What have we got? Okay, oh hey, stabilizers. I mean, I wouldn't mind having stabilizers, honestly. Since I don't have a ton of cores to spend, but I could just save these guys to get more cores later, too. It's not like stabilizers have ever been crucial. And I do have a couple of expensive upgrades I'd like eventually. Alright, so Ice Storm feels a bit... I mean, it's useful, but also kind of niche. And, The real question is whether it also works on buildings, but anyway. Got that. Phase damage on Earth Mech would actually be nice. I kind of want that. And I don't think I desperately need the damage upgrades. Although the +1 damage is a good idea sooner and not later. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching, and join me next time for part 3.